She's 79, but her skin is smooth, her walk is graceful, and her smile still lights up the room like she's 50. That's what people often say when they see Helen Mirren in person. Most folks assume that to age that well, she must rely on expensive creams, weekly spa visits, or even a little help from cosmetic surgeons. But actually, the truth is quite the opposite. Hi there, I'm Dr. Grace Mitchell. For over 35 years, I've worked in senior health, walking alongside more than 40,000 older adults across the U.S. and around the world, helping them live well, age gracefully, and feel strong from the inside out. And today, I want to let you in on a simple little secret that most people overlook. There are 4 specific foods Helen Mirren completely avoids, and that small habit plays a big role in keeping her body, her skin, and her spirit so vibrant year after year. You don't need strict diets or pills. Just knowing what to leave off your plate can make you feel 10 years younger. Stick around until the end, because I'll show you how to start making a difference tonight at your very next meal. Now, what are those 4 foods Helen never touches? Let me tell you a few stories that will change the way you look at your plate. Number 1, refined sugar, the silent collagen thief. Helen once said, "I love sweets, but I love my skin more." And honestly, that one sentence stuck with me. Let me tell you about Marie. She's 74, lively and kind, but one day she sat in my office looking a little down. "Dr. Grace," she said, "I don't know what's happening. My skin feels dry, saggy, and tired, no matter how much moisturizer I use." Now, Marie was someone who really tried to take care of herself. She never skipped her skincare routine. But as we talked more, I asked about her eating habits. That's when we discovered the real culprit. Every morning, she added 3 full teaspoons of sugar to her tea. Then every night, like clockwork, she treated herself to a few buttery cookies, something she'd done for years. And here's the thing, it wasn't about the calories. It was what that sugar was silently doing to her skin. You see, refined sugar triggers a process in your body called glycation. It's a fancy word, but all it really means is that sugar molecules attach to proteins like collagen and elastin, the ones that keep your skin firm and youthful. Over time, sugar weakens those proteins, making your skin lose its bounce, its smoothness, its glow. That's why I gently encouraged Marie to start cutting back, not by going cold turkey, but by replacing sugar with more natural options. She began sweetening her tea with a drizzle of raw honey. She swapped her cookies for a few slices of fresh mango or a couple of berries in the evening. Small changes, nothing extreme. 6 weeks later, Marie came back. I remember her smile so clearly. "Dr. Grace," she said, "my cheeks feel alive again. I actually see color in my face. And no more flaking." Her skin wasn't just softer. It looked lifted, brighter, like it had energy again. I've seen this happen time and time again. People think aging skin is just about getting older, but often it's about what we're feeding or not feeding our skin from the inside. Refined sugar doesn't just affect your waistline. It robs your skin of collagen, speeds up sagging, and dulls your natural glow. And it does it quietly, slowly, so you might not even realize the damage until it's already done. But here's the good news, your skin is always ready to bounce back. The moment you stop feeding the sugar, you start feeding your collagen. Your body begins to heal, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. So, let me ask you something, do you love sweets? Most of us do. I certainly enjoy a little treat now and then. But if you've noticed your skin looking more tired, looser, or duller lately, take a look at the sugar hiding in your daily routine. Are you adding sugar to your drinks? Snacking on cookies or cakes out of habit? You don't have to give up everything you love. Just begin to shift. Choose fruit. Use a teaspoon of honey instead of 3 of sugar. Add cinnamon for flavor without sweetness. Little steps, big difference. And if you've ever struggled with sugar cravings but you're ready to say goodbye, for the sake of your skin, your energy, and your confidence, leave a comment below that says "Goodbye Sugar." Because the truth is, healthy, glowing skin after 60 isn't magic. It's choices. And you get to make a powerful one, starting today. Number 2. Processed meats, the hidden inflammation trigger. Helen Mirren once said, "I never eat packaged sausages or bacon. They make me feel 10 years older." And to be honest, I've heard something similar from many of my own patients. Let me tell you about Charles. He's 72, a retired teacher, full of stories and good humor. But a few months ago, he came to see me with 2 complaints, swollen joints and an itchy red rash spreading around his neck. He said, "Doc, I just don't feel right. My body feels heavy, and my skin's been acting up." We ran some tests, but everything looked pretty normal. That's when I started asking about his diet. Charles lived alone and often went for the easy meals, packaged bacon in the morning, a hot dog or 2 for lunch, and microwavable deli meats for dinner. It seemed convenient, especially for someone who didn't like cooking much anymore. But what most people don't realize is this: processed meats, things like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, ham, and even sliced deli turkey, are loaded with preservatives like nitrates and high sodium. These ingredients don't just keep food from spoiling. They quietly stir up inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation is sneaky. It doesn't always show up as a fever or something obvious. Sometimes, it's subtle: aching joints, bloated stomach, red or itchy skin, brain fog, fatigue. And yes, even aging skin that looks tired and puffy. So I gave Charles a simple challenge: just 2 weeks, no processed meats. Instead, I asked him to eat fresh foods, grilled salmon, roasted chicken, even a veggie omelet with some herbs. Nothing fancy, just real food. 2 weeks later, he came back with a grin. "The rash is gone," he said, pulling down his collar. "And my knees don't ache when I get out of bed." I didn't know food could do all that. It can. And it does. When we stop putting processed junk into our bodies, something amazing happens. Inflammation cools down, our joints loosen up, our skin calms, and our energy comes back. It's not a miracle. It's your body finally getting a break. The preservatives and chemicals in processed meats do more than just age our skin. They stress our hearts, raise blood pressure, and make our bodies feel older than they are. If you've ever felt heavy or sluggish after eating, now you know why. But here's the good news: you don't have to give up meat. You just have to choose better meat. Go for lean cuts. Buy fresh turkey, chicken, or fish. Even canned tuna and water is a better option than most hot dogs. And you don't need to be a chef. A simple piece of grilled salmon with a squeeze of lemon and a side of steamed vegetables can work wonders for your heart, your skin, and your mood. So let me ask you, have you ever chosen sausages or cold cuts just because they were quick and easy? You're not alone. But what if that convenience is quietly aging you from the inside out? Today, you get to choose differently. You get to choose fresh. You get to choose life. If you're ready to leave those processed meats behind and treat your body with kindness, drop a comment below that says "I choose fresh." Because it's not just about what you remove. It's about what you gain back: health, energy, and the kind of vitality that shows on your face. Even after 60. Number 3. Used frying oil, the silent cell destroyer. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped by your favorite fast food spot for some crispy fries or fried chicken, thinking, just this once won't hurt? Well, I used to think the same, until I learned what's really going on behind the scenes. Here's what most people don't know. Every time oil is reheated, like in deep fryers at restaurants or fast food places, it changes. It breaks down into harmful compounds, things called oxidants and free radicals. These aren't just big science words. They're tiny troublemakers that quietly damage your liver, your skin, and even your brain over time. My dear friend Susan, who's 70 now, had always taken good care of her skin. She drank plenty of water, used gentle skincare, and avoided sun damage. But a few months ago, she started getting small bumps and breakouts on her cheeks and forehead, almost like teenage acne, but with itchy red patches. She came to me and asked, "Am I allergic to something?" I haven't changed my lotion or soap. So we took a closer look at her meals. Turns out, after her husband passed, Susan had gotten into the habit of ordering fried takeout, chicken wings here, fries there. It felt like a small comfort during a lonely time. But it was also slowly irritating her system from the inside out. I gently suggested she cut out the fried food for just 1 month. No takeout fries, no deep-fried snacks, nothing made in reused oil. Instead, she switched to grilled fish, steamed veggies, and even roasted sweet potatoes made at home with olive oil. The result? For weeks later, her skin looked calmer, smoother, and somehow brighter. "I feel like I'm glowing again," she told me, laughing. "Like I got my 50s face back." This wasn't magic. It was biology. When we feed our cells clean, nourishing food, they work better. They heal, renew, and protect us, especially the ones in our skin and liver. On the other hand, when we fill our bodies with reused frying oil, loaded with oxidized fats, we're basically bathing our cells in toxins. That shows up not just in how we feel, but in how we look. The truth is, aging gracefully isn't about expensive anti-aging creams. It's about how you care for your body from the inside out. Every choice matters. And cutting out fried takeout food is one of the simplest, most powerful things you can do for your skin and your health. Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy a crispy bite again. But make it a special occasion. Make it at home. And use fresh, good quality oil, like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil, and don't reuse it over and over again. You'd be surprised how good oven-roasted potatoes can taste with a sprinkle of herbs and a little sea salt. And how your skin, joints, and energy levels will thank you after just a few weeks of cutting out those greasy takeout habits. So I'll ask you this, do you love your skin enough to let go of those drive-through fries? If you're ready to say no to old frying oil, and yes to glowing, healthy skin, leave a comment and let me know. Sometimes it's not about giving something up, it's about gaining something better. Like feeling younger, stronger, and more confident in your own skin. At any age. Number 4, soda, the drink that drains your energy. Let's be honest. There's something tempting about the fizz of a cold soda. It feels refreshing for a moment, but have you ever noticed how tired you feel not long after? That crash isn't in your head, it's real, and it's costing you energy you don't need to lose. Helen Mirren once said, "I drink water or herbal tea. I've never needed soda to feel young." And I couldn't agree more. Now, I'm not here to scold anyone. Many of us grew up thinking a soda with lunch was just normal. But what if that one habit was secretly making your afternoons drag and your body feel heavier than it should? Take my old friend George, for example. He's 68 and still sharp as a tack, but he came to me one day and said, "Why do I always feel so drained after lunch? I don't eat heavy food, but I need a nap almost every day." So we walked through what he usually ate. Grilled sandwich, some fruit, and 1 can of soda. Every single meal. He said it helped him wake up, but honestly, it was doing the opposite. I suggested a small change. Just try switching the soda for water with lemon or even mint, I told him. Give it 2 weeks and see how you feel. Guess what? He came back beaming. "I didn't expect this," he said. Turns out, the energy I thought soda gave me, it was fake. I feel more alive now with a glass of water than I ever did with all that sugar. That's the hidden truth no one tells you. Soda doesn't really give you energy. It steals it. The sugar gives you a quick spike, and then your blood sugar crashes. The caffeine? It's a stimulant that makes your heart race and your body jittery. And don't even get me started on all the chemicals and artificial flavors. Your body doesn't need that. It needs real hydration. It needs clean water to help your cells work, your joints move smoothly, and your skin glow. The older we get, the more every sip matters. And here's the secret, you can make water exciting. Add a slice of lemon. Toss in some fresh mint. Drop a few slices of cucumber or a pinch of ginger. Suddenly, water feels like a spa drink, and you'll forget soda ever existed. What really breaks my heart is seeing so many people think they need soda to feel young or energized. That's marketing talking, not your body. Youth doesn't come in a can. It comes from feeling strong, light, and clear-headed. And that starts with what you drink every single day. If soda has been your go-to comfort, it's okay. You're not alone. But maybe it's time to try something different, something that gives you real, steady energy instead of a crash. So let me ask you, what if the secret to feeling younger wasn't a secret at all, just a glass of water away? If you're ready to say goodbye to soda and hello to real energy, leave a comment and say, more water, more youth. Sometimes the smallest change, like swapping a can for a cup, can make the biggest difference in how you feel every single day. You see, staying youthful isn't magic. Helen Mirren doesn't have some secret formula. She simply avoids 4 everyday things that many of us still eat without thinking. Refined sugar, processed meats, reused cooking oils, sugary sodas. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start small. Maybe skip the soda at dinner tonight. Try a fresh piece of fish instead of bacon. Little choices add up. And after just 1 week, you might start to feel the difference in your energy, your sleep, even your skin. Remember this, growing older isn't about giving up. It's about honoring the body you've carried through so much. It's about saying, I deserve to feel good. I deserve to shine. If this video spoke to you, please share it with someone you care about. Tap like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Senior Health Secrets for more simple, powerful ways to stay vibrant every week. Because you do deserve a life full of strength, beauty, and joy, just like Helen.